Hi, I'm Steph, and this is your PMC extract guide for Shoreline. We are currently right here at Railroad Bridge and next to Transit to Terminal. And we'll look at how this one looks. Then we're going to go Road to Customs. And from here, we'll look at Transit. It's a bit weird why I'm doing this because you can get shot at. So you have to be careful how you use the Railroad Bridge extract. But let's look at it in game. So in game, I'm at Railroad Bridge, but I would advise to be very on the edge here of the map next to the river when you come take this extract, because otherwise you risk getting shot from the gate at terminal. I will show you where the transit to terminal is. The transit to terminal is only usable if you complete the main quest line, so do not attempt to go to that gate unless you are doing that quest. So that is transit to terminal and that is railroad. Okay, on that side we have road to customs, so we are looking at road to customs here. Okay, so we are right here in front of the gate. We'll go all the way on the road until we reach the gate to see road to customs. Let's see how that looks like in game. Alright, there's gonna be a lot of running, so a little bit of things will be cut, just so that we don't spend too much time seeing the running. This is the main road that I was showing. You can see it here. Well, now it's snowing, you can't really properly see it, but it's here. We're gonna run at the end, at the gate. So we are now approaching the gate, which is the extract road to customs. It's pretty easily recognizable, and you have a few things to get behind to just extract. You can just prone here or whatever you want to do. So that is this extract. From here, we're gonna go at this one, the co-op, Smuggler's Path. So we're gonna hug the wall. You have to be very mindful here because there's mines. We're gonna hug the wall and go here. Mind you, this is a co-op extract, right? So you have to have a PMC and a scav at least to be able to extract. So let's see how that looks like in game. Gonna pop in... No, we're gonna not pop anything. Again, I will most likely cut some of the running just so that it doesn't take so long to get to the other extract, because the map is pretty huge and the extracts are pretty far. So right here at the corner we take a right. You can already see the landmine signs. So just hug the landmine barrier and go all the way there. Okay, so granted you didn't explode on the way here. The co-op extract is through this gate. As I mentioned before, you need a PMC and a scav at least to be able to extract. Be mindful of the signs. Do not cross those signs. This is it. This is where you need to be. You don't need to go further. You can, but you don't have to risk it. Be mindful of the signs. So that is the co-op extract that we've just seen. Okay, so we are here in the camp. From here, we can go to the vehicle extract. We're just gonna cross the camp, and again, we're just gonna book it towards the car extract. So this one is road to north vehicle extract. The car is always there. If it's not there anymore, you can see it here with red. So you can look at road to north vehicle extract. If it's red, someone took the car, but the car is here 100%. From this yellow truck, you just go diagonally to that power tower. Let's just run there. Alright, when you reach this point, be mindful of people camping it, because a lot of people camp it. You can go through there prone, but I would advise against it because you can get easily shot from that angle. And the car is right there. You can go all the way behind these containers and vault and check your 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check every angle here before trying to extract, and also be very mindful of this top shack, because once you activate it, people would camp in this corner and then they would just try to shoot you there. Good. So next stop is going to be the mountain bunker. Mountain bunker It requires the code heartbeat, this one, to be able to use this extract, mountain bunker. From where we are at the car, we just hug the wall and we get to the mountain bunker. Pretty easy to recognize once you get there. From the car, you just hug the wall here. And we will go to the bunker. As you can see, it's not very clear, but as long as you keep your mountain to the right, once you go through these trees, you see it. So it's D2, basically. Okay, so from here, we'll go to the next one, which is the Climber's Trail. Climber's Trail is a bit trickier, and I say air quote trickier, because you need a paracord and Red Rebel to use it. So from the bunker, again, we're gonna keep the mountain to the right side, and we're gonna go here. Let's see how that looks like. Keep the mountain to the right. Keep going. It's not very far from here. When you reach this point, usually check for sniper scavs and always be mindful of the other side, because you might just meet up with people running here. Not necessarily campers, but yeah, this is the Climber's Trail. The caveat here is that you either need to have a armored tactical rig or no body armor on you to be able to use it. You do need the Red Rebel and you need the paracord 100%, but in order to be able to use it, I would have to drop this armor. And now extraction is starting. If I pick it up, I can't climb. So armored rig or no armor. You can put your armor in the backpack, you can still extract. As long as it's not on your body, it works just fine. We're gonna go inside the resort before continuing to the others, because in the resort, in here, it's the transit to Labyrinth. And then we're gonna go on this side, and the last but not least, we're gonna go to the pier. So the transit to Labyrinth is found in, well, I would say west side of resort. So let's go there and see how that looks like, where the door is, and then we'll continue. So from here, you go all the way to the resort. Admin is always in the middle, right? Admin is always in the middle. So as long as you know how to get to the admin side, depending on how your brain works, you can think of it, if you're looking at admin from this side, west is always to the right. If you look at it on the other side, west is to the left. So we have to go right there. Go down the stairs. Look, tree. Okay, so that is admin. I could have went from the outside. That is the UN truck you have to mark. Go down these stairs. Take a right. Okay, so caveat here. One, this needs a key. It's called Knossos key. Knossos. You can find it. There's static places where you can find this. You can find it on the wiki, of course. And after you pass this, you need... So this is how the Labyrinth access keycard looks like. You need one of these after you unlock the gate. So we are right here. We are going to go on this side. These are 2 in 1. It's transit to Lighthouse and path to Lighthouse. So one is an extract, one is a transit. I'll just go straight up here. Probably gonna cut a bit of the running here just to show you where it's at, and we'll talk about it when we get there. So let's see how that looks like in game. Admin. We take a run out of the courtyard. In the corner here, there is an opening for the fence. Vault. That is the sniper rock. That is where we extracted with the paracord. You know you are getting closer to the extract when you see these green containers. Again, on Shoreline you used to have an edge here, like that you couldn't pass. But right now you have to be mindful because there's mines. You can easily blow up when you reach this area if you're not paying attention. You can already see the signs. It's similar to woods and similar to other areas in different maps, but I'm just saying to be mindful. We are not far from it now. Just gonna keep the mines stored, right? You can see the sunken village to your left as well. Quite a few quests to do there. Okay, now we're in the safe in terms of mines. You can't cross this wall anymore. So our extract and transit is at the end of this journey. Okay, so when you reach here, first you will be greeted with the transit interact. Okay, so that's transit to Lighthouse, but if you continue walking, be mindful of your legs here. You can easily break them. If you continue walking, you'll get to the actual extract. See, that is path to Lighthouse extract. Okay, so we are right here. We are gonna go through the village and we're gonna go a tunnel. That is tunnel. And after tunnel, we're gonna go run all the way to the pier. But let's go to the tunnel first from where we at and see how that looks like. That is path to Lighthouse. And we run this way. We came from that little hill. We saw the extract. We go this way. Again, be mindful to your right, because this used to have a margin that you couldn't pass, but now it's landmines. So be mindful to not cross them. We have to cross all the village and get to the other side next to the water, and we'll find the tunnel right behind this village that we're gonna pass through. Cool. We passed all the village. You can go through the back there, or you can go on the main road, or you just can go through, like, in between the houses and jump some fences and whatnot. But the point is to get on the other side of the map, which is here. You will see that fire truck in front, and you will see there's a broken tunnel right side of our character. So this extract is either in this area, not behind, but near the track, or in there. So you can go here, it's an extract, but you can also go here, it's the same extract. I think this one is safer, to be honest. You can even sit behind that tree and you're still extracting. We have one more extract for this map, and it's gonna be there at the pier. Let's go back to the map a bit. We are at the tunnel. There's a long run keeping the water to your right, and then you have to go to the pier, and then we'll see what things look like here. That is Pier Boat. As I said, I'm just gonna run on the beach. Probably gonna cut some things out just for you to not look at me running. When we get to the pier, we'll look at how the extract is taken, or what you should look for. Clearly, do not run in the middle of the street like I'm doing. Keep on the beach or up on the hill. Okay, we are next to the pier right now. We're just gonna run all the way on this bridge. The main issue with this bridge is that there's a lot of points where you can get sniped from. You can get sniped from there, from there. In general, the best way to do it is through here rather than the main road. But if you're sure there's no one sniping, go on the main road. I would suggest going through here, making a jump there so you don't get stuck in the bushes too much. And then you can go this way. This you can avoid. Well, you can't avoid the sniping from there, but you can avoid the sniping from the other side, at least. And you get to this side, and if there's anyone inside as well, you can avoid just getting shot from the window or whatever, so you can have a fighting chance. Okay, so we are at pier. The boat is that one. Right here, if it's extract available, you will have a green flare. It's big, you'll see it, it's big and green. It's just like on customs, like I showed you at Old Gas, is the same here. So when the flare is green, that extract is open. So you have to go and run all the way to the boat. Fortunately, they've expanded it a bit, so the extraction actually starts around here. So you have, like, you're extracting, just try to do a bit of a zigzag here. And at the end, you prone here, so you avoid getting sniped from many places. And just wait for your extract. And you look at that little boat that's in your sight. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps you extract more on Shoreline. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, a like, or a subscribe because it helps me greatly. Good luck in your raids.